What is up, everybody? This is Merc Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Link. I am Merc Mike. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And again, like always, we have a lot of wrestling to cover, but at first, we have our wrestling retrospect. And last week's pick was Malachi Black, aka Aleister Black, aka Tommy Yen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was a good pick. Like I actually really enjoyed watching his old stuff. I actually try to look for more of the before NXT stuff. So
hmm
that was exactly my goal, was just finding things that before NXT.
Yes, sir. And I made sure, like I said, the whole goal for me was to find him when his name was still Tommy Inn.
Yeah.
So that's the ones I
Yeah.
prioritized looking for.
Yeah. So you want to go with your first pick?
The first pick is one you shared in the group, and that is Bryan Danielson versus Tommy Inn. And uh, I
I don't
don't
think
think
I
I've
had
ever
the
seen.
dates.
Let me see it. It says it's in WXW, and that's Extreme Westside Extreme Wrestling. Not exactly. I've heard of that before. Have you ever heard of that promotion before?
No.
Okay. Okay. Um.
Ambition. Yeah, I did hear it. It's Ambition Wrestling.
Okay.
I
So
think what?
WXW is the
Yeah.
one hosting the show. Got you. I got you. They got on their YouTube. So if you want to check that out, check out their YouTube. Um. And this is a German show apparently.
Yes.
2010. It says July 4th, which is pretty cool. Um. Again, this is very, very like this is 10 years ago, at least 12 right now. But like it's a while ago. It is Tommy in. So this is not. I guess this is him at like his most vicious too, because around then when he was still called Tommy in, and like again, like I said, he had some stuff that I think we didn't get to see because it was a little violent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he had a group I think called like something Hit Squad. I'm like, so this dude was like a completely different guy from what we know now. But man, he was young as hell, dude. He had
Yeah.
a baby face. But you can also see that he was already very good even back then. Because again, we say like he's been wrestling for what? I think they say like 17. He hasn't hit the 20-year mark, I don't think, right?
No. No, I don't think he has. I think he's been like 12 years, 13 years.
So I'm saying, so if that's true, right? This is 2010. That means he was not wrestling very long in this match.
Yeah, he was
But
a
he already
martial
had
artist.
he already had a small following, a small dedicated following, which is cool. And you could already see that he had a pretty unique style already, and I thought that was cool. And he's fighting Danielson, so it's awesome.
Yeah.
So good stuff.
Yeah, that was good. That was a really fun match.
hmm
My pick will be Tommy Yen versus Drew McIntyre, an ICW World Title match.
Good stuff.
This was right before, right before Drew McIntyre went to WWE,
Okay.
and I think Aleister was following suit. Maybe a couple months, like maybe 6 months later.
hmm
So Drew came back first because that's when he came back. I think 2018 he came back.
Okay.
So it was like right after. So it was that was right before the return. It was a really good title match. Really hard hitting, hard kicks, hard strikes. You see Drew. Well, he was Drew Galloway in this one, and he was just a beast. When he went to the Indies, he became a beast. I remember seeing him in Impact Wrestling as well, and he was just wrestling a way better, a way different style than he did in WWE when he first came in.
Got you.
So you see it. It's very strong, offense heavy, small ass ring for as big as Drew McIntyre is. That ring was tiny as hell.
That's the thing. A lot of the videos I saw was that they had small rings because the one with I'm about to say next is like yeah, that was a small ass ring.
Yeah. All right, your next one.
And the second one I watched was Donovan Dijak versus Tommy Inn.
Yep, that
And
was a
this
good
one
one.
is hosted by Beyond Wrestling. So if you want to check it out, it's on their YouTube. They say this. Let's see. They have the date anywhere. 2016. is where this match is from. It says that this is the pay per view. I Yeah, okay, I heard the commentary, and so I didn't quite understand. But the name of the pay per view was a battle of who could care less. But of course, though they were kind of poking fun at the name of it, saying who could care less. This match is awesome. So it was kind of cool, right? But
Yeah.
the one thing I will say, and it kind of makes me sad, obviously, is T-Bar, because you can see here how good he is
Oh, T-Bar is really good
and
too.
how he's just wasted now. It sucks because we see how Tommy and Aleister Black, Malachi Black is the caliber of wrestler he is and how he's treated now. Like that Jack is right up there, but it sucks. So anyway,
Yeah.
good ass match, like you said, small ass ring. Small ass ring. Them diving out the. I like how when they had to dive certain moves when they were gonna dive out. Like you see the crowd had to move, otherwise they would just get hit. So
Yeah.
it was interesting. But again, it's like this is one of those shows like you talk about how you would go to like
Yeah.
upstate or something,
Yeah.
or just travel by car. Like this seems like the vibe. Like you
Yeah.
see, there's a bar in the back. Like it's really a chill vibe, and I like the show.
Yeah.
But like it's a good match as well. So yeah,
That was cool. My next one will be Tommy Yen versus what was it? Sammy Callahan for the
oh
AAW title.
nice.
Again, Sammy Callahan. He's a crazy motherfucker. He was a crazy
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker back here too. This is where he kind of looked like Bam Bam from Flintstones. He was wearing his gear looked like Bam Bam. This was before like him knocking Eddie Edwards' eye out, the socket kind of shit. So
Mm-hmm.
but he still was a crazy wrestler. This was probably before his time in NXT because he was in NXT for a little bit as well. It was a good match, really fun. Really fun to watch. If you like Sammy Callahan, this is be a good one to watch.
Yes, sir. And the final one I picked, I think I highly recommend it as well. It is uh Tommy Yen versus Jonathan Gresham. Yes.
Yes.
And this one is just it looks like hmm, hold on a second. I don't have the federation that is in. I want to say it's overseas though, because you can hear the crowd like they have certain chants that you know are not you. They're not USA chants. This is one of the chants is "fuck him up, Tommy, fuck him up." I'm like, well, that's not a USA chant. I never heard that. So that's it's definitely like and I guess one of the cool things about him is that his following is just like die hard.
Yeah.
Like he's one of those wrestlers that when you watch these independent matches, you realize that a lot of people come out just to see him. So
Okay, so the
it's cool.
information is WXW 16 Karat Gold was the pay per view, and the year was 2014.
2014, yeah, you babyface Gresham for sure.
Babyface Tommy Yen too. He didn't have no. He had like only a beard. He looked like he
True,
was
true.
surfing
But
before this
but at
match.
least he had like his hair. You know
He
what I mean?
started
Like he
the
had.
tattoos. Like he had less tattoos as well.
Yes, yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's
But
always
like he
funny to
had.
see that.
He
Like,
defined it. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, it's always funny to see that. Like, especially like Rey Mysterio. And he first like we watch WCW stuff with Rey Mysterio. You see like one or two tattoos, and now you see him. He's just like
Yeah,
he's all tattooed up. So this is the same thing with Tommy Yen.
true, true. I more so than the Danielson match. Like this one they went back and forth. Like the crowd was insane. Um, the ring was a little smaller than usual, but they had it wasn't like the ones we saw earlier. They had enough space to do everything they wanted to do. But it was just like, man, you could just really see that Gresham was he had it all together here.
Yeah,
He had it all together, and like M was just a badass. So another a great match. But out of the three I picked, I recommend this one the most.
yeah. My last one would be another crab man that we really enjoy watching wrestling. He's going by the name of Butch. Now
Butch.
it is Tommy Yen versus Pete Dunne. I'll get the date right now too because I didn't. Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
sir. Yes, sir.
Let me get the date real fast, and then I just had them
Mm-hmm.
all up too. So this was in. Well, actually, the whole match is free on YouTube. This is SWE, Southside Wrestling. About 5 years ago, so 2017.
Okay, gotcha.
So
Understood.
honestly, I think was he in? No. He Pete Dunne was not in WWE just yet. But really good match, really crabman style, a lot of striking. But you see a very young Pete Dunne still getting like he's like born to be a crabman, I guess. That's what he do.
True story.
There's one I just want to shout out because it didn't make my list, but it was actually a really good match too, and it was also nice seeing him doing something besides beating up my New Day right now because he's pissing me off. Because them Viking Raiders are mean and they don't have a sense of humor. It's
Yeah, sure enough.
it's Tommy Yen versus Rowe, which is Ivar and
Okay. Yeah.
and and the Viking Raiders.
Wait, Ro is the other one. Ro is the one that the ball one. Ivar's the big one, the husky one. He
Uh,
fought both of them separately.
no. Eric then. It was Eric.
Okay, all right.
Eric.
Yeah, yeah.
Ivar is the big one. Yeah. So he fought Eric. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And Tommy Yen versus Raymond Rowe. Absolute insane wrestling. This
Mm-hmm.
was this couldn't be 2020. It's posted up 2020. It's definitely probably before NXT time. He still kind of has the style of NXT, but not just there. A really good match, really good technician match, and actually see Rowan, or Eric, actually show his single side of things, and he's actually quite good. It was a really good match.
That's cool. I kind of feel bad that they just now lumped in as the Vikings. They don't get the showcase. You know what I'm saying? Because I know specifically him. I know he can go
Yeah,
and do all
me too.
types of things. You know what I mean?
It's funny.
That's
Those two and Kofi all came from the same wrestling school,
oh, that's cool.
so they all know
That's
each other.
cool.
So that's why they actually have like a chemistry too. Like they all know each other in
Gotcha.
that sense. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, that's our wrestling retrospect. We'll give our new pick later this cast. So we kick off the weekend wrestling with Monday Night Raw. We got the return of Brock Lesnar, and yeah, Brock Lesnar returns to engage War of Words with Paul Heyman. Replies an ambush by Theory in Alpha Academy, and he had five Otis to announce table.
That was interesting to watch.
Yeah,
Him fling that big man like that.
he flung him like he was nothing.
He flung him like he had somewhere to be. That's what he. I gotta
He looked
go.
like a sack of laundry.
Listen, let them deal with you when you fall down. But I'm gonna
Yeah,
toss you over there.
yeah.
See you later.
It was cool. Lesnar back. They're kind of building this title match, which also indicating Theory is going to cash in on both of them. Funny fact: both youngest world champions won their belts on SummerSlam.
So now WWE is probably gonna make him lose just to piss people off.
Well, I think Theory wins is going to be piss people off.
I guess, but like when you inject facts and you try to go with the trend or something, they try to break trends all the
Yeah.
time. Oh yeah, they're looking at this one, so let's swerve this way. All right,
This one,
all right.
this one I could see actually happening though. So Brock Lesnar beat The Rock for his first world title, and that was at SummerSlam. And then Randy Orton won the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam as well. I think it was against Benoit, to be honest. And yeah, he won it, and he was the youngest world heavyweight champion as well. So maybe history repeats itself with Theory cashing in.
Let's see.
Um, we will see. He's really hinting it, so we'll see. Finn Balor defeats Rey Mysterio. Promos kind of annoyed me. I like Rey Mysterio gotta get a gun. He getting disrespected as a father. Like, just shoot his ass because that you dealt with enough shit throughout the last 3 years. You got thrown off a building. You got your eye taken away. Like, you got your daughter taken away. Like,
Ah,
yo, there's gotta be a time where you just like, you know what, fuck you. I'm gonna you dead now. That's it. That's it. Y'all dead. Clap clap. Y'all dead. And then to rub it more in, this dude is saying in Spanish like he don't speak English. So, yo, Ray, you gotta cap these fools. I'm sorry, but the
and
match was,
the other thing that's like an insult to injury is you got Finn Balor speaking Spanish too.
yeah,
That's the other thing coming
yeah,
in with Tranquilo or something. I forgot what he
tranquilo,
said.
tranquilo, with his
Just
Irish
like
accent.
damn.
Um, match was fucking great, but this whole
Hmm.
rivalry thing is kind of annoying me.
Yeah, it's just not.
I'm
It's not
tired of the
captivating.
Mysterios getting picked on. I'm tired of them. Yo, I don't know what more can you do to Rey Mysterio like that you have not done? Like, you beat this man so many damn times.
Gonna have to bury Dominic alive.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to take everything from him.
Unless you're really gonna make the change and have Dominic go into the Judgment Day, I like. There's no point of this.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. They have to antagonize somebody. So I mean, if they moved on from Edge, they moved on to another legend. That makes sense.
So this
Them
is
antagonizing just because they're good guys, it also makes sense.
so it's
It's
gonna
just like
be.
it's just like I feel they have unfinished business, and it kind of seems like they're just trying to make you forget. That's my only thing. Is because I'm still not satisfied with the resolution of the Edge stuff. It's just
No,
like
me either. Like, they done nothing with it, and that's on
so
them. They
that's
took too long to clean that up too.
exactly that's what feels bad-ish to me is that they feel like, well, we kind of messed this one up.
Yeah,
Uh, hey, what about this next one? That's how I feel. Is like it's not grabbing my attention. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
It's getting a point, but the match
it's like
was
it's unfortunate because the match was great.
yeah, the match was really good. So I give it that credit. The match was really
Mhm.
good. We move on to Becky Lynch demands a Raw Women's title match at SummerSlam. Carmelo defeats Bianca Belair by countout, so she looks like
That
she's gonna be a
jacket looks
contender.
familiar. The pattern of her jacket looks like another superstar's outfit. Is that Bianca? Like, did she have the? Somebody had that like the broken glass type of thing
Probably.
as their like their gear. I think it was Bianca,
There's a big
and
chance
I
it could be
think it was
Bianca.
that color too.
Yeah.
So anyway, uh, damn man, why is she so good? She's just been mad, and she's been destroying everybody. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just kind of needs to be said. So I mean, like when you're able to talk that much trash and keep it going, like, do you really can you really get upset? She got a point.
Yeah.
Carmella, what'd you do? Nothing.
Well, she technically won the match, and now she makes it herself a contender again.
What, yeah,
In
but I'm
WWE
just
world, that's how you get a title match. You get a
but
win no matter how you get the win. If you
I'm
get a
just
win, you get a
saying
title
like
match.
how you get a rematch is all I'm saying. Becky got a point.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. How
Um,
she get a rematch? Mm.
you got the Miz
So
issue a ultimatum to Logan Paul to stop his threats and join him once again. AJ
uh,
Styles, Ezekiel crashed Miz TV and form an alliance against the
I
A-lister
hope
and
AJ
Ciampa.
Styles pulls a gun and shoots Logan Paul
There you go.
live on television. Sorry, is what it is.
AJ Styles and Ezekiel defeat Miz and Ciampa by disqualification. I actually thought the match was good.
The match was great. The match was great.
You got
Geek freaks.
yep, yep. You got Alexa Bliss and Asuka defeat Drew Drop and Nikki Ash. What for? I don't know, but I actually didn't mind the tag team of them. The match was just very short.
Yeah, it was. Well, okay. So it makes sense in the fact that I can see it. It's just not done well. They're keeping the rivalry between Bliss and Nikki Cross going. They're constantly having them have interactions and stuff, but it's like it's not when you're doing a feud. Usually they try to indicate these things You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's
Yeah,
like the only that it that is the only piece that seems to fall into place because otherwise it makes no sense.
yeah,
That's basically all I'm trying to say. And at the end of the match, you see Alexa give her a handshake,
yeah,
even though she was technically unconscious. Well, not unconscious. She just lost the match. But anyway,
yeah,
well, she did take a DDT and it was pretty good.
yeah.
So maybe she's a little loopy. But
Um,
anyway, that's it.
yeah. I feel like they're kind of lost with Alexa's character, and they just gotta let her be her character.
They gotta give her better direction.
Yeah,
At least she's hinting at stuff, and they are have other plans, but their other plans seem to be aimless.
exactly. So I feel like yeah, I gotta let her do prompts. Yeah, I gotta let her talk. She's probably one of your best talkers. Let her talk.
Let her have a little more direction of what she wants to do with the character, because it seems
Yeah,
you know how when you got the stars that we know that no matter what you do, they can make it shine, but we can tell when it's not something that they're invested in, when it just seems kind of like, what is this? That's what I see right now with her character. It's like,
yeah,
what is this?
yeah. I
She's
agree.
not
I agree.
in control there. What's going
And I think she should have more control.
on? Mm-hmm.
We go to our truth and Omos interrupt the Usos' war of words with the Street Profits. Then the lineup being Usos and Omos versus Street Profits and our truth. Why you gotta
I
play our
think
truth like that, yo?
I I think this is the best segment of the show.
Yeah,
But I have to give the credit for all the pieces coming into place. Like even the little part that Omos played into it is still it added to it. So like I liked everything leading up to it. But god damn man. Give Truth something. Give him a medal. He needs a gold medal.
yes he does.
Like just acknowledge that man. Put him in the Hall of Fame already and just give him a medal. Come on. So
Um,
good. And the match was good. It's
yeah, it was
just
good.
okay, Merc. I got a problem because it happens on SmackDown. This is still the trend of people fighting right up to the point of the pay-per-view, having the
Yeah,
matches again. Now they're trying to split them up and have them separately, but it's like, why are the Street Profits touching hands with these guys? They shouldn't fight at all.
yeah. It's just too much. Because what it does
It
is by
reeks.
the time the big match comes, you like, I don't really want to watch
It's
this match again.
and it's a sad fact because I think they ended up having one of the best tag team matches of the year, like at the last pay-per-view. But I'm just saying, like, it's like, do you know how to build excitement anymore, guys? Like, what the hell?
No, they're not even trying.
It's like they okay, Mer. Here's something I'm just gonna have to say it. They seem to just bet on the fact that the talent is gonna carry the pay per view
Yeah,
because a lot of the build up to it just seems like, yeah, it's good, but it's mostly because of the talent. But like the direction just seems, a lot of the stuff just seems off.
yeah.
It really does.
Like you could easily put like R-Truth versus Jey Uso or something like that, and just have that
I'm
being the
saying.
match, and them interfering each other or them like causing each other the match, and then almost comes in and things like that. Like there's other ways and other outlets that you could do with the other talent that you have on the roster. But for them to always like lock hands, it's kind of the same thing what they did with the New Day, and they're building their rivalry. Like you always saw them fighting. Yes, there's three guys, and you could adjust the three all the time, but it still comes to a point that it's still a rivalry. It's still you gotta give them reasons to hate each other more and more. So like you costing them a match, that's the reason why they hate each other, things like that. You know?
Exactly. It's I don't know what's going on. The cooks in the kitchen in the bag is flip flopping,
Yeah,
but
they're more
they're
focused on McMahon McMahon's shit, then they're not focusing on the true stories on the SummerSlam, and it's
I
getting kind of
guess
annoying. Yeah,
but the Teflon Vinnie Mac, he's skating free, so it ain't nothing for them to worry about.
yeah,
But still, the freaking the stars, I see it so much more, especially due to the lack of them
yeah,
is seen in the rotation of them. Rather, if even if they got hundreds of people contracted or they cut that in half and they got 50, Merc, have you seen 50 individuals
no,
on your
because they don't.
television screen?
I feel like
No.
they only put the people that they trust on TV, and the rest they just they use on main event, or just like, hey, this is extra match on
Exactly.
if you're live and things like that. When you
Exactly.
actually
Where's
have a
Ali?
lot, yeah, when you have
Is
other
Ricochet hurt? What's
Ricochet's not
happening?
hurt. He's gone too.
What's happening?
Yeah.
What's happening? Is exactly where's the rotation? So it's bugging me.
Yep.
It just is.
And then
So
our main event was Bobby Lashley Riddle defeats Seth freaking Rollins and Theory.
and
Good
again,
match.
I think it was good.
I liked
I
the
mean,
whole
but
thing
it's
with
just
Ziggler.
more story, I guess. I don't know.
A little bit of story. At least they kind of hinted that Theory and Seth had something before,
True.
and it
True.
went to that, and that's the reason why they were easily to adjust, to be able to tag team with each other and stuff like that without kind of being annoyed of each other. I did like Bobby Lashley and Riddle, but they also had a lot of history together, and they just like, hey, whatever.
True enough. True enough. True enough.
um, but it was a good match. I feel like momentum for Riddle's kind of going down because they kind of. I don't know what they're doing with him right now. Unless he's gonna go 1-on-1 with Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, that's the only thing I could see them doing. But
Mhm.
he needs something because again, Money in the Bank would have been perfect for him because how you've been building him, and then you got to take it away. So you got to kind of build him a different way.
True.
I
True.
did like the Ziggler thing.
Yeah, I love the Ziggler thing.
I
Props to
appreciate
Ziggler.
Ziggler, so him super kicking Theory was good.
Yes, sir.
I was all for that. What if Theory goes to cash in and Ziggler fucks it up for him?
Makes sense. But I can also see it not working.
Yeah, be the one time he no sells a super kick. Anyway, Monday Night Raw, where you give it?
I'm gonna give it a B. Like a lot of the matches were fine. I didn't have any problems with any of the matches. It's just the fact that it seems like a lot of this stuff doesn't make any sense, and the main story has like the best focus
Yeah,
and Becky, but that's because they let Becky be Becky.
yeah. If you give more people the chance to what you give Becky, I think you will have a stronger roster.
And don't try to force them to be like her by trying to go out there and run everybody down or have the grievances. If they can talk or be in certain environments, is good to let them be where they're best at. Alexa could be doing whatever it is backstage and having her own vignettes and stuff.
Yeah,
It's like you can't force everybody to be the same
yeah, and
or force everybody to compete in the same exact thing. Like,
yeah.
no, they're different.
I did like so listened to Ryan Satin's podcast with Alexa and her idea for the therapy, and they kind of like said no to it. I was actually digging what she had in mind to build her character with, and they just fucked it up.
And what's that?
So she kind of wanted her end game for that therapy, the therapy sessions, was her becoming Lily.
Oh, okay. That
So
makes sense.
she was gonna go more adapt into the doll. Her look was supposed to look like the doll and shit like that. She's supposed to be kind of like a probably kind of like the Undertaker for the women's division kind of thing. She was gonna be a bit more
Okay.
possessive. She said she was gonna do like white contacts and shit to make it look like she's kind of dead, but she's a doll and shit. So she had a great idea for what that was gonna go to, and they just went a different direction.
Mm-mm. Which was no direction.
Yeah, exactly. She also said that like she loved working with Wyatt. Like that was one of her. She said as much as like what they got commented for, she probably had the most fun doing that character.
Mm-mm. I can see
So it
that.
was cool. Good conversation. I'll definitely check it out if you get a chance. Um, so we go. I'm gonna give a B as well. Like I feel like, especially going in, this is a week par SummerSlam, and we still only have 4 matches announced. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm. True.
I feel like this is the thing with WWE. I could give blame to AEW as well. They do it. I feel like they do it slightly better because usually the go home episode is the one to watch going into a pay per view, and that's something I give credit to AEW. They usually make that show exciting, so when you go to the pay per view, you're excited to watch the pay per view. WWE has a lack of doing those go home pay per views and just giving you the same shit that you saw the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, but
And
the problem I feel is that it's not balanced because there's always one storyline that gets more work than everything else, and this is
yeah,
clearly ends up being better going into the pay-per-view. So it's
yeah,
like I said, they're doing a great job with Brock and Roman.
yeah, 100%. But
And
then
to
again, it's
to
also the
and to
guys. Yeah,
I was gonna say, and to that point, I have to give them credit. They're at least giving the highlighted spot to the Prophets and the Usos.
yeah,
But when you watch the show, like you said, the ones that are there, meaning Roman's not there, and the Usos are, and it's like at this point in the storyline, they should have never been fighting the Street Profits after the pay per view.
no, like honestly, like what they did last week on SmackDown, they fought the Lost That's fine. As long as you have them fight different people, have them go commentating, have them talk on commentating, have them interrupt the match and maybe cost them the match and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Be
Mm-hmm.
creative with it because again, we've been watching wrestling. I 100% been watching wrestling for over 20 years, and everything kind of comes together the same way eventually, but there's ways to build upon it that you could easily do. You have tag teams that you could get some showcase. If these guys would have got a surprise win because Profits cost them the match, it gives them that momentum that they could build up and be the next tag team.
Yes,
And
that's what you want, right?
exactly, you want different teams, you want rivalries. Look what you're doing with Gable and Otis. Like I understand that they're entertaining and they could take bumps and shit like that, but they should be hiring the tag team to the tag team scene right now. They're probably one of the better tag teams. Um, New Day's building the Viking Raiders, so you could honestly tell the New Day's purpose right now is to build the Viking Raiders as a threat, just like how they did Almas at WrestleMania. That's their job right now, is to build them as a threat. Um, but everyone else, you have the two Spanish dudes. I always fucked up their names, so that's why I don't even say it. Humberto and Angel Garza. You could have had them have a surprise win on the Usos because the Street Profits interfered, or their theme came up, and or they shot like a solo cup gun at them or some shit like that. Like, get creative with shit like that. We like these things. What if he had like
Yeah,
a little bazooka that shot solo cups?
I mean that's probably a lawsuit, but
You get the T-shirt machine and you put the solo cups instead of the T-shirt.
that's like firing buckshot. I don't think that cup's gonna stay in one piece coming out of there at a certain velocity.
Um, I'm willing to take the risk.
Oh, well, don't
what
sit in the first
what
5 rows,
was
y'all.
shoot it from far? I guess.
Well, don't sit on the left side of the audience, y'all, because you might get hit with some solo cup shrapnel.
You know what they should do? Um, this is like over the top. You just have like a one giant solo cup, and you lead the the Usos into the middle of the ring, and it just falls on them.
Oh, they should have been did something stupid with a giant solo cup a long time ago.
I would see. These are things
Something
that
with
you could do.
what's up with Nickelodeon? Put some damn. If you could, they could have had a
Slime.
thing with the New Day. You put some slime in the solo cup and pour it on Jay Uso's head and piss
Yeah,
him off. You know what I mean? Like something.
yeah. There's a lot of things you could be doing, and
But it's just, it is small details that I feel like they don't care.
yeah,
Cause it's just like, man, you guys are doing so good. But how do you keep getting this one thing wrong over and over again? It's just like it bums me out.
yeah,
It's like, oh, the story is so good, but the thing that builds anticipation is not seeing them fight because you're waiting. You're waiting for the. That's what anticipation is. It's like you're getting hyped. You're sitting there like, oh, this is gonna be good, and it breaks it when you see them have a 6-man tag. It's just like, come on. And then they
yeah.
have a singles match, which we're gonna talk about later. And it's just like, come on,
Yep, yep,
stop.
yep. All right. We move on to NXT 2.0, and we kick off with Giovanni Vinci versus Apollo Cruz.
It was an okay match.
Yeah,
I got my feelings because I heard after the bell, and it sparked some stuff in my head, and I was like, you know what, he's kind of right.
yeah. I agreed with that
He's
too, and
kind
I
of
was
right.
like, yeah. Sadly, that is what it is right now. Good. It was a decent match though.
It was decent.
JD Madugan interrupts Cameron Grimes. I actually liked that promo segment, and I'm actually looking forward to that match.
Yes, sir. Not bad.
Um, we got Tatum Paxley defeats Kaden Carter. Okay, match.
I like this one. I appreciate more of the story to it because Ivy now was literally right there, and this was after the thing that happened last week, and they played the clip, and like,
Yeah,
so this one I like that they did the work, and it gave you a reason why these people are fighting.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's not even the I'm jealous. Oh, you're taking my spot. It's no. Kaden Carter's kind of turned into an asshole because she keeps getting, like they said, she keeps getting taken out at the last second before she wins like the championship. So she's
yeah,
pissed off. So it makes sense, and it's developing somebody's character
yeah,
too. Like, okay, it's fine.
yeah. How you say his name? Sangi.
Oh, Sangha, yeah,
Sangha
had the conflict.
versus
Yeah.
Duke Hudson. That kind of had a storyline as well because of the
Mm-hmm.
Great American Bash. Okay, match. It was nothing.
You know, the match wasn't special, but it is funny. It built the story built off a cannonball in the pool.
Yeah.
So it's kind of silly.
Yeah, Solo Suka versus Von Ragnar ended in a no contest, and they just lined up fighting throughout the building throughout the rest of the show.
Match was good. I gotta give credit. Cyclops Wagner is he's kind of growing on me.
Yeah, he's still not there yet. I
For
like the
me, he's kind of
girl
growing.
more than I like him.
I
Show
just like
more
his
of
in
her.
ring stuff. Like he himself, Von Vanilla, he's still vanilla.
Yeah,
But like in the ring, I like this match with Solo.
he has little chocolate swirls now.
No, he's literally a little pint of vanilla ice cream with a
One
Cyclops
sprinkle,
costume painted on it. That's it.
one sprinkle.
It's like you thought it was special. You open it up, vanilla. What? Got me again.
Indy Hartwell defeats Lash Legend. A little sloppy
It's all
match,
right.
but
There was
it is what
literally
it
only
is.
one botch in the
Yeah,
match.
yeah,
That's all it. And then the messed up part was I saw other people come to like talk trash, but then I saw something that was pointed out. It was like, man, the girls they just get slammed on. They do one
yeah,
thing wrong, and people just come with the avalanche.
yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, it was an all right match. Again, if you want to pin something on it, pin other stuff in the match that wasn't great on Last
You
Legend
know,
because she's new.
yeah. You know what? I was the only thing I would have said. I would have just took her to the pin off the spine buster. The spine buster
True
looked
enough.
good.
True enough, but that's her move.
Yeah, that was my
Like
only
that's her
thing.
legit
Yeah,
move. That's
yeah,
legit how she's finished all her matches. So
yeah.
I
I
can't.
I, I will look into making that spine buster her finisher. It looks nicer.
Yeah, I was just looking at something else. Just because Indy is Indian, she towers over a lot of the girls. Like
Yeah,
she should choke slam somebody.
yeah.
If any girl could do a power bomb as a finisher, it should be Indy. I'm
That
just
or like a big boot or something like that. I think the top rope thing, because this is not the first time that like she slipped on it. And I understand, like, again, shit happens, botches happen, and I'm not gonna hold people against the botch thing just because shit happens, but
saying.
find something a bit more similar so you don't have to be on that point to be ready. Have something inside the ring that's a bit more
Have something
simpler
in the
to
pocket. Yeah,
exactly. And
yeah,
like again, like that I thought the spine buster looked great. I was like, oh shit, that was a nice spine buster. I'll take that as their finisher.
true.
Or do you don't have Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano. Take one of their moves. Those are your parents.
That's true. That's true. That is true.
Do I know for a fact they'll give you permission to do their finishes. So why don't you do one of theirs?
Hmm.
Or Austin Theories, old one.
Or the TKO.
No, the other one. But then again, that one is a little complicated, and you do need strength to do it. Because it's pretty much you flipping the person over and then making them land on their face. I forgot the name of it. Anyway.
Yeah, gotcha. Or she could just do the Steiner recliner because Scott Steiner insists.
Yeah, there you go.
So go
Scott
ahead,
Steiner,
do
or
it.
yeah, they're not gonna let you do the pile driver. So, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo defeats Edith Enofe and Malik Blade. Malik Blade.
I said what I said. Idris Enofe is gonna be a star if he can get his character down, and he can get on the mic and start like getting his skills up. his points up. I said he needs 2 more points in charisma, son.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a star. Because the way you have to watch him move, the way he takes moves and the way he does like simple things, but he puts a twist on it. Is stuff that I said reminds me of Ely Skipper.
Yeah.
So like he gets the in ring part. It's just time for him to get that character stuff up. So we'll see. It's not gonna help that he's with Mr. Blade over there. If Von Vanilla is vanilla, then Blade is just chocolate.
Just
He's just
plain
plain
chocolate.
chocolate, not Rocky Road.
Not even
Nothing,
milk chocolate, just the cocoa bean.
just
He's not even chocolate
yeah,
yet. He's non.
yeah,
He's
he
like
kind of
bitter.
is. Yeah, he is kind of yeah. Damn, Merc, you hit on the head. He's coffee with nothing in it.
Nothing. He's just a cocoa
Wake
bean.
up. That's it.
Yeah.
Time to go to work. That's
And then our main event was well, we had shenanigans in the beginning of the show. Roxanne Perez got jumped in the parking lot, and then it leads into the match that her being her, she comes back with her ribs taped up, and she fights Mandy Rose for the NXT Women's Championship. It was a solid match and then we got interference by Cora Jade, and she betrays Roxanne Perez.
You can't trust a girl wearing Jinko jeans. I said it. You couldn't trust Lita. Can't trust Cora Jade. I called it.
There you go. So I wonder what they're gonna do with the tag team titles because they still own them. But yeah, she causes her the match, and the winner, Mandy Rose.
This is the time where you bring in Joe Gacy. You say she was brainwashed by Joe Gacy. There you go. Cause this is better than a lot of this.
What's his new team? He has a new name for the team too. What's the team's name?
Oh, I forgot his minions. What they called now? They do have a name. Yeah.
They have a name. They do have a name, which is it's the Grizzled Young Vets and under those cloaks. If it's not them, I'll be damned. But I 100% think it's them. I feel bad for those guys. I'm trying to find the name of the team. It was dumb too. It was Sailors or something like that.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, the name. But anyway, like I was saying, that's it. Call him in. He possessed her. He charmed her. Now she's on his side.
I just don't want Gracie on my team.
What sense does it make though? I'm trying to understand. The story is like, okay, we're going this way, but what sense does any of this make? Was she jealous?
She's saying that she was greedy.
She wanted everything for herself?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Cora Jade wanted the world title. She didn't want the tag title. So
she wanted money for a better skateboard because
she broke it on her head.
that shit disintegrated when she lifted it.
Yeah.
Yo, stop it. Get the props. Come on, man. Y'all got all that money. How y'all bust that out?
What you give NXT?
I'm gonna have to give NXT C+. It wasn't great.
Yeah. It was what it is. And Nikita Lyons was not really present either in order to keep it a B.
Where the hell was she?
I don't know. She wasn't there today.
Didn't she just have like a thing backstage? They said like
yeah, she had she did have something backstage. I forgot what it was.
Not enough.
I wasn't paying attention to anyone but her though.
Where's her match? Come on.
There you go. Anyway, we go to AEW Dynamite. This is Fyter Fest #1. And we got a lot of matches going on. We got the TNT Championship match, Wardlow versus Orange Cassidy. Thought the match was alright.
Very fun. I appreciate like that. For as much as a mismatch as it was, you got Orange Cassidy and you got Wardlow, and you got them at full capacity. I thought it was pretty good.
No, it was good.
It was all right. Good. My favorite thing in the match though was freaking when they asked what you gonna do, and freaking said Chuck's just like, we're gonna cheat. Like a lot. But your man took out the chainsaw and it was like, yo, what are you doing? Get out of here. I was like, okay. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I thought the match was good. We go to Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston have promos against each other. They're gonna kill each other. Eddie Kingston gonna stab his ass.
I liked that Jericho looked like an evil. He looked like an evil magician.
Yeah.
He looked like if you saw somebody. How does a magician dress in regular life? He's doing well for himself, mind you. He's not a bum.
Well, depends on
So,
the magician. Like you talking like Chris Angel kind of magician, or you
all right,
talking about
listen,
like traditional
no, not
traditional?
that guy. He was trying to
Because
be
Jericho
edgy.
kind of dresses like Chris Angel.
And yes, but that's Chris Jericho. That is not the wizard. That is not the wizard. And he just looks evil with
Yeah,
that red suit on. He looks evil. The slick back here, I like it.
yeah,
So I'm interested. The promo was good. Let's go.
yep, yep. Then we go to John Moxley versus Kosuke Takashi.
Oh yeah, that's what's they don't have the name, so I could read it off.
Takeshita.
Oh,
Takeshita.
Takashita. Yes, sir.
Takeshita. Really good match. Very
Hell
brutal,
yeah.
and Moxley looked like he was trying to kill the man.
That was an ass whooping.
Yes, it
Like
was.
young Takashita, he fought his heart out, but Moxley he is beasting. So it was not effective. So yeah,
Yes,
but it was a great match
good
nonetheless.
match.
So very good.
Yeah, yeah. Jericho saying he's gonna fight the Painmaker.
Yes, sir. You gotta
So
see it.
he's gonna have Luchasaurus versus Griff Garrison. And what's with Christian saying talking shit about all these dead
That
daddies?
because he can. Christian's
An
taking
asshole.
he's taking the easy way.
That's the
I love
turtleneck.
it.
That's the evil turtleneck
The
he's
low
wearing.
blow. Oh my God! Shout outs to the Major Figure podcast. It was a small little thing, but he said it. Freaking said it. He said he's gonna wear a turtleneck like Christian
Yeah.
Cage because he can't work out.
Yeah.
And then you hear go. I forget. I don't know who the impression is, but when not Cardona uh,
I think it was Myers.
Brian
Yeah, yeah.
when Brian said eat a steak stick, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
that just had me yeah, that had me die. So just that little thing, and then going back makes me like it more because Christian is wearing a turtleneck.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think this Christian is amazing. Is hilarious. It makes me laugh.
And he
It
has
does.
his little king Kane with him of a dinosaur.
Yeah, yeah. His little evil black machine. It is what it is.
Yep, yep.
But I listen. The thing I'd like more is that he's giving these two guys shine. They haven't been
Yeah.
on TV in a minute, so
Yeah.
there you go.
And ass whoopings.
They were ass whooping. So no, I think they set up now it's going to be a tag match but I think it's 2-on-1 tag match
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We got Claudio Castagnoli versus Jake Hager. I think Claudio pretty much gave Hager his best fucking match in AEW.
Surprised the hell out of me. Hager brought it, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's just because they have chemistry.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because they're really good friends and all that. But
Yeah.
like that was a match. Hager brought it. Like you said, that's probably his best match in AEW.
100%. I'll say that was his best match in
He brought
AEW.
it. Yes, sir.
Anna Jay versus Sarah Deebs. It is what it is.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It wasn't
Definitely
great.
wasn't great. It's a
What's
damn
up with
shame.
Anna Jay? Like, why you not?
She has on the sliding scale, man. She's just
Yeah.
slowly sliding just down.
She
Man.
has a good look. Like she's beautiful, but like I wish like she get more reps in her with better wrestlers and just get her better. Like same thing I say about Jade. I feel like they need reps with better wrestlers and they could get better. But it looks like they're gonna have her fight Ty Conti eventually, or is she gonna go heel and leave the Dark Order?
I just feel that it's her thing that makes it again her not seem as polished as she could at this point because again she's getting more time in the company because she's not like brand new anymore, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is just that she needs those little things in matches that kind of make her unique and not just that one turn kick and stuff and doing the hand and things. Is she still looks like a new wrestler? That's
Yeah.
the thing. The way she wrestles, she still looks like a brand new wrestler. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I agree.
But
With
she
that.
has to get that newness off of her, and like you said, that comes with wrestling better people, not people on the same level. Yes.
Yeah. No,
So she
100%.
just needs more. She just needs more.
I also would like to see her like just. I don't know. Like she just has like again, she's a good looking chick. Like I would like to see her get more TV time and things like that too. But when you wrestle in dark, again, you tend to fight just people less better or like in the same level as you and stuff like that. So I would
It's
like
not
to
even
see
that.
her.
Also, I would also say, Mark, it's time.
Yeah.
On Dark, it's rare that the girls get a main event match, and those are the matches that like the only ones on the Dark shows that get time.
Ah.
So she'll be having lots of matches, which is what one thing they brought up on commentary. Oh, she's got like a 30 something or 20 something wins,
Yeah.
but they're like 2 minute matches, 3 minute matches, and then they're
Yeah.
against girls from the independents that aren't there, or they're against girls that are very new in the business, or they just against girls who've been in the business for a long time, but they can't win
Yeah.
because it's literally, unfortunately, on Dark, it's like they showcase the people that are there
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
AEW.
Yeah.
So if you see your favorite person from the independents on Dark, odds are they're gonna lose,
Yeah.
even if the person that they're fighting against, like Anna Jay,
Unless
is
they're
brand
signed.
new. But I'm just saying the way
Yeah.
they do it, there's no surprise on
Yeah.
Dark.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So
yeah. Yeah.
unless they do it against two signed wrestlers, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Again,
And
I would like to see something with her.
the girls, they almost always fight the people that aren't signed, so they can never fight anybody where it's like, is she gonna lose
Yeah.
or is she gonna have a long match? And it's almost the answer for both questions, no. So yeah, you can see it. You can see it.
Yeah. And then it looks like they're building a ROH women's title match between Deebs and Mercedes Martinez.
Yep, that's the story going in.
There we go. And then our main event was the three-way dance of Young Bucks versus Swerve and Keith Lee versus Ricky Stark and Hobbs. One of
This
my
is
favorite
actually a
matches of the
surprise.
week.
It was a surprise to me.
Yeah.
I Part of me, again, I got what I wanted. Congratulations to Swerve and Our Glory. Um, but I was surprised. I thought Hobbs and Starks was actually gonna win the match. That's what I thought.
Oh shit. I actually had Lee and Swerve winning.
Okay, okay.
I'm all for them to continue their rivalry because I actually think they have a lot of potential against each other as well.
Hmm.
Um, so I had no problem with this match. Want to know why I didn't have problems with this match? Because when you do a triple threat, it's a no DQ. So the tags don't really count. Like, well, you can tag, but like the time of the person in the
The time,
ring
yeah,
doesn't really count
yeah.
because there's no DQ.
You're
So
right.
everything made sense. Everything was good. Everyone kind of had the highlights in this as
Hmm.
well. Um, and I like how they kind of going at each other first, and then they got the win, and they're new tag
True,
champions,
true,
Swerve and Keith Lee.
true.
Probably my favorite match this week.
Yeah, I think my favorite match I don't know, of the show. I want to say I think I like the Moxley match just a little more, but that's me.
Yeah,
But I can't say that this is probably like the actual best match of the show for spectacle.
yeah,
But I will say, like, I like the thing that made me like the match a lot was that you could feel the personality of each wrestler individually, or at least you could feel the Bucks separately and what they do separately from Hobbs and Starks, separately from Swerve and Lee. And I think that's what was good because everybody got to stand out. And it was
yeah,
like, yes, they got to all shine. It's not like, who the hell are these guys and why they win? It's like, no, no, no. You get to see why they're awesome.
yeah.
So I like that.
I liked it. New champions, and it's also our picture of this podcast is Keith Lee and Swerve, which we're big fans of. So I'm happy to see them.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy to see them maybe having a serious one-on-one like tag team match against Hobbs and Ricky Stark, and really
Yeah.
bringing that as well. So I'm actually excited for that, and I'm excited for the other tag teams to get involved as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed this. We go to. I did watch Impact. Impact was actually a solid show.
Oh wait, we didn't grade the
Oh,
show.
um,
Show, I'm gonna give it a A.
it's a A.
I'm gonna give it a A.
It's a
I'm
A.
gonna give it a A.
I'll say the lack of the women's presence. I will say get some points off, but
Once again, yeah, they gotta stop just having one highlighted match and then a promo thing.
yeah,
Like they gotta have more than one match.
put one or two
It's a thing
matches.
I'm literally saying. We were talking about how Anna Jay gonna get better if she only have a match against a good person once in the blue.
Yeah,
And then how the rest of the other girls gonna get better if they only have a long form match once in a blue? They should have two long form matches on the show or more. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
weak.
Because I go into Impact's card right now. I go into the Raw's card right now. We had like three women's matches
Understand? Yeah.
every time.
Yes, sir.
So that's those are the things I just get a little disappointed with. Is just the fact that yeah, there's a lot of things that you could do with these women. That you have a lot of women. The women's champions themselves don't even get TV time. The way does the TBS champion gets more TV time than the AEW Women's World Champion.
Well, they fixed that. This week she had a promo thing with
Yeah,
Statland. Well, not Statland, with
Restore.
the three, yeah. The team had the promo thing against the three girls.
Yeah, yeah, and then they also like they both had the same time limit this week.
Yeah, yeah.
They both
But
had the same.
I'm just talking about in general
Yeah,
matches. They need to have more
yeah. There was like no
on televised on the main show.
or like no more
Can't just have
contendership,
one.
things like that.
Exactly.
Like you don't,
Exactly.
they don't have any of that.
Yep.
Yeah, A minus just because lack of women. I want them to be more. I want them
Agree.
to work the
Agree.
women more in. So
Agree.
I'll give them A minus. The rest of the show was really good. Moxley and that dude was really good. The tag team titles was probably my favorite match of this week. So, um, yeah, I did watch Impact. It was an okay show. It was nothing special, but it kind of it built some storylines. I kind of liking the Mickey James and Chelsea Green storyline. It's hilarious and it's dumb, but very hilarious in the same way. Is that they're so mad at each other, they kiss each other and just try to, and then just to piss each other off, and it's just dumb. But their match was actually really good. Um, I did like where is it? Oh, I like the storyline they're giving with Violent by Design, and that uh Eric Young is kind of pissed off at the other two because they lost the title. So he kind of like separating himself from them. So like when they all came out together, he came out by himself and didn't come out with them. And so they're
Okay.
doing little shit like
Okay.
that. Sammy Callahan is looking at Macklin. I think that's gonna be his next fight. Um, you have Kushida with Chris Sabin defeat Diener. That was actually pretty cool. Kushida has returned to Impact.
Oh wow, he debuted already. Nice. That was
Oh
fast.
shit! You know what? I'm actually reading. My fault. I'm reading
Well, wait,
spoilers.
wait. Oh,
I'm
that's
reading
not
the
the.
wrong.
That's not this
I was
past
like,
week.
I don't remember that.
Oh,
Nah.
because of the taping thing. I
Yeah,
got you.
they
I
taped.
got you.
They taped this Friday. All right. So Violent by Design. They fought Giles Alexander and Motor City Machine Guns. That was actually pretty solid. Yeah, Steve Macklin versus James Storm. That was a solid match as well. But then you also have Sammy Callahan coming in again and going after Macklin. Chelsea Green, Mickey James, the whole thing with the whole kissing and shit like that. It was just funny because they just angry at each other. They just after the slap, they just beat the shit out of each other. So it was just dumb, but it was great. It was funny. Yeah, Tennille Dashwood versus Masha Slamovich, which they're kind of pushing her right
Mm-hmm.
now. I think
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna line up being the contender for Jordan Grace very soon.
Oh, then
Yeah, and they've
that's
been
gonna be a
slowly
hell
her
of a
building
match
on
because
her.
they're friends.
Yeah,
No, well, I'm just saying they're friends,
yeah.
so they're gonna beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah, and they've been slowly building her for the women's title. Like they've been really diligent of having her undefeated, having her look good in her matches, and then building on to like she's gonna fight Jordan Grace very soon. Yeah, Honor No More versus the Bullet Club, which was a solid match. This is getting a little repetitive after a while though, because we've been seeing this a lot, and
Oh, okay.
that was
Got
the
you.
main
Got you.
event. So it was a solid show. I'll give it a B for the show overall.
Okay. Okay.
We go to Friday Night SmackDown, and we kick off with Pat McAfee talking shit and telling bum ass Corbin he's back, and he introduces Liv Morgan to the show too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then we got Liv Morgan versus Natalia. Good solid match, a good win for Liv Morgan. There's been issues with I think Natalia got a lot of heat backstage because one of the house shows she walked out Like she stood up and
Nah,
walked out.
nah. She kind of brought that up on like on social media. Nah,
Yeah,
she said what she said. She said what she said.
yeah,
Like they talked to, like somebody talked to her and they got out what she was saying to live. She actually said what she said.
yeah.
It wasn't anything bad.
No, okay.
And that whole thing that again, I think they're starting more to realize people are watching and recording and stuff, and they're doing stuff to make it a little extra. Cause
Okay.
nah, they don't have no beef.
Yeah. So anyway, that was kind of weird though, how she did it though.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
they basically doing stuff to provoke people.
yeah,
So like now they out here freaking basically trolling the fans.
yeah. But it was a good match. I liked the match. Yeah, the Morgan wins.
I'm just saying. There's a lot of these little things that come out.
Yeah,
Remember, even Britt made fun of the stuff they said about Rosa,
yeah,
but then they picture her and Maria Shafir sharing her Jewish holiday, and nobody apologized because they
yeah,
don't have no.
yeah,
You understand why
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't like these rumors? Because when they're wrong, they don't come out and apologize.
yeah.
So I kind of like, nah.
Yeah, I think the only one I think was like the whole shit and shit it cost her a job was Evilise.
That's it.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We got the new, the vicious New Day.
You gotta say it every time.
The vicious New Day coming out the Vikings.
No. It's the new vicious Viking Raiders
The
also.
new vicious Viking Raiders. It was
What's weird?
hilarious. It was hilarious. Austin Creed cannot do a Viking accent. He always goes sounds like a pirate, and it goes to show.
Yo, yo, Kofi had house shoes on, dog. Yo, I
Yeah,
couldn't stop
he
laughing.
had Yeezys on, the Yeezy slippers on.
And
I
the
loved
white
it.
slippers on. I was like, yo, what's on Kofi's feet? No, no, no,
Yeah,
no. I saw it. I was like, oh my God, I can't.
it was hilarious. People
It
want
was
figures of it.
so
I do
good.
want a figure of that.
Yeah, I do. I do. It was so
100%,
good.
dude. It was fun, and then you got the Viking Raiders come out, and they were mad. My only issue is Eric doesn't sound like a Viking. He sounds like he's from the South.
They sounded mad normal.
Yeah. So it was just like, yo, you can't even like fake an accent or something. You just sound like you from
Freaking
Georgia.
Ivar, his regular speaking
Yeah.
voice. He just sounded
Exactly.
like an angry accountant. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
But I was fine with it. And then Shanky and Jinder Mahal jumped him,
True. That was weird,
and New
but
Jay
it
joined
makes
forces
sense.
to take
The
them
guy
out.
beat down.
Yeah. They go. Oh man. And then we go to a disrespected Lacey
Oh wait, you
Evans.
forgot
Oh, go ahead.
the best part. The freaking gender wouldn't dance still.
Oh yeah. Man, he should dance. He's gonna line up dancing.
He
He's
should.
building it.
He
He's
should.
building it. And then Aaliyah was supposed to fight Lacey Evans, but Lacey Evans just decided to talk to us about her past, and honestly, I really wanted to rewind this. I fast forward this.
She did it so good though, because when you show me the thing on the
Yeah,
backstage thing, yeah, she knows what she's doing.
yeah.
It's good. I like it. It's literally annoying. I'm like, okay, it's doing it good.
I sent you the meme, the ref and Aaliyah, like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut up, please.
Yeah, I don't care. I just don't care. I didn't care about the story in the beginning, so it was just like whatever. Drew McIntyre defeats Rich Holland. Okay match.
It was all right.
We got Madcap Moss defeat Theory by DQ.
You know, I wasn't expecting that, but I was pleasantly surprised. I'm not gonna lie.
And Angelo Dawkins defeats Jimmy Uso. And weren't they supposed to be able to pick their pick for referee if they won?
They don't keep any consistency, so I'm not sure.
I think it was that because if the Usos would have won, they would have been able to pick their own referee if Street Profit won. So why would y'all pick the? I'm just saying. I'm
To
just
swerve
saying.
to swerve the fans.
I
Mark,
don't think they picked them.
this is I'm telling you, in this new age,
Yeah.
post like 2021, it seems that WWE just be doing little things here and there to like, oh, what is this direction you going in?
Yeah.
Like just rapid turns. like we were saying, Jeff Jarrett, I get it's his hometown, right? He has nothing to do with these two groups
Exactly.
or tag teams in general. He's not even known as like a grand tag team specialist. It's
He had some tag
literally
titles.
it's literally just to swerve the fans. It's just
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah,
I
when
don't
I
know.
looked at it too, I'm like, why would they pick like it was Street Profits pick. They were the ones supposed to pick the referee, and I'm like, why would they pick Jeff
Mm-mm-mm.
Jarrett? Like of all people, Jeff Jarrett. What?
Card subject to change.
Like I like if I was a Street Profits, I could see like D'Lo Brown. I could see
And he
like
won with the Sky High. That was cool.
I could see R Truth. I could
So
see shit like that, like people in their friend area kind of thing. I could see Bianca Belair.
I was thinking it was gonna be Big E. I was like, oh, Big E's gonna show up
Yeah,
with a little ref shirt, just stand outside, look good. But no,
no, they picked Jeff Jarrett. I have no issues. I have no like. I don't care for Jeff Jarrett. Like I never thought he was that great. I always thought he was a mediocre wrestler. I never thought he was a big time wrestler. I always thought he was mediocre. That's
I
just
just
me.
don't have an opinion. I just thought he was funny as slap nuts, and the music J Double J did nothing for me. I
Yeah.
just like, well, he looked different.
Well, it wasn't even
That's
his
about it.
music. It was Road Dogg singing.
No, I mean his look and character.
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, that never did anything for me.
No, I didn't do anything
Uh,
because he took the belt from Razor Ramon. I didn't like that.
no, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, he took the
But
belt.
like,
Nice. He took
that's
it
what
from
I'm just
Razor.
saying. Like anything involving his character, I
Yeah.
hardly remember. I just remember his entrance.
Yeah.
That's it. And then
AJ.
Slapnuts, I like his entrance music when he
Yeah.
was in the NWO.
Yeah. Yeah.
New World Order. I'm just saying, just little things about Jarrett I thought was cool. I thought Slapnuts Jarrett was fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't like how he always won the belt
Yeah.
at the end of WCW. God damn, I turned away for a week because it's on fire, obviously. But then I go back and it's like, damn, he's a champion yet?
Yeah.
Didn't he beat Booker T? No, didn't Booker T beat him? Damn. It was like a trio. It was him, Scott Steiner, and Booker T just back and forth at the end.
Yeah. And what else we got?
Oh, did you see Booker T? He looks amazing.
Yeah, he did
He's like a
wrestle this
badass
week.
OG.
Yeah, he did. His long ass braid.
Yeah, with the OG braid. He only needs one.
um. Yeah. Where you get SmackDown?
B. B minus.
I'm gonna go B minus. Like, actually, I would even go C plus. Like, I only liked the build of the suit. Once they announced the referee, I was just like, like I did not care. Um, I did like the Liv Natty match. Everything else was just there. I did like the Pat McAfee promo in the beginning. I did again. I'm happy he's back in commentating, so at least he made the show entertaining. But yeah, I had a lot of issues with the show, so yeah, I'm gonna go C plus.
I guess I can agree because I'm thinking about every match, and that one was different, the Live Natty, but we got the Street Profits and the Usos in some way, shape, or form fought again this week, and it's just like, so that's twice in one week. They had a match of some sort involving the people. I'm just like, guys, stop.
Yeah,
And then all the other stuff wasn't that great.
yeah,
I mean, I am still excited and waiting for my maximum male model. So
yeah. And
at least they're keeping me intrigued.
they're going. Yeah, they said they're announcing a new member
Mm-hmm.
next week. So
Yep.
they were on the show, so that was the part another reason why I gave it C plus.
Yeah.
So
But like the Viking stuff was still the best part of the show. It just had
yeah,
me dying. The New Day was like the best part of the show.
yeah, it was hilarious. But then the rest of the show was just the rest of the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to AEW Rampage. And we got the House of Black versus the Dark Order. Um,
I felt like this is a match they couldn't win, so I wasn't as invested.
yeah, same
I
here.
It's not that again. It's not, I watched the entire match. It's not that it was bad, but it was just like, God damn it! Every time the Dark Order gets involved in something, they always have to start off
Yeah,
in a situation where it's like they ain't gonna win.
yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? So
You got Jonathan Grisham versus Lee Moriarty.
this was awesome.
That was a
I'm
good match.
sorry. I thought it was a good match. I have not seen those two fight each other. They said they were a team before. I didn't see that. I'm sorry, but like this was a good match. He dude, Gresham did like the funniest thing ever, and it was just like, man, why don't more people do that? With the little distraction of the ref, he stopped mid like punch, them going back and forth, punching and slapping, and he sack tapped him in the middle of the match.
Yeah,
That had me dying. And then he literally used it to go into a submission. I'm
yeah,
like, that's some shit that Brian would do. I'm
yeah,
just saying.
yeah.
Like I like that. I like that. So I like the match a lot.
Um, we got Statlander Athena versus the Renegade Twins. I have
They
issues.
just
I
got
have a lot of
murdered.
issues with this.
It wasn't a match. They just got murdered. This
Yeah,
was a dark match.
yeah,
This was an AEW dark match. It was two people that you knew were not going to lose, beat up two people that I think are signed.
yeah,
There was no way the Twins were gonna win.
yeah. I also just like to do squash matches like that. You, like it doesn't make sense for the baby faces to do squash matches like that.
True enough. I get you.
It makes
I
more
get
sense
you.
for the heel to do it because then it's just showing dominance. Oh, look at you, and then you could do the taunt. This is gonna be you when I fight you, and kind of shit like that. So
Yeah.
it didn't make sense to me either, and I was just like, whatever. And then
Hold on, Scott's time is coming.
Jade and Kerry Hogan came in and tried to jump them and stuff like that, and he
They
just
mollywopped
really
them.
went in the brawl. Yep, there
That's
you
my
go.
problem with the whole thing. So we watched the squash match where the two main people had no issues,
Yeah,
and then they proceed to get
ass handed.
mollywopped.
Yep.
Kira Hogan did one super kick combo. She kicked her in the knee and then kicked her in the face. Statlander was done.
Yeah, and then
And then
Athena didn't have a
Jade,
chance.
yeah, Jade got slammed.
Yeah,
Jade slammed Athena. But like they literally had a match where they didn't expend energy.
yeah.
And then the Layla Gray girl, she didn't do anything.
Nope.
She was a distraction, but you know how there's a storyline where she's not really wanted. But
Yeah,
like, so they used her, but she didn't do anything. Mark, they gotta do better.
yeah,
That didn't make any sense.
yeah.
How were those two girls just getting beat up? They ain't fight back.
Nope.
Mark, help me understand.
Nah, I don't understand it. That's the reason
The
why.
energy levels were depleted
Yeah,
after one. Like, oh, come on.
they used their super combo in the beginning.
I gotta give this like just a negative. Ugh.
Yeah, it was.
That ain't make
It
no
was. It
sense.
didn't make no sense. And then also when you do shit like that, it's usually again, like I said, it's usually the heel doing the squash match and not the baby face.
Yeah,
So,
but it's
uh,
just the setup
yeah,
sucked.
yeah, the whole thing sucked. Like it was just like, okay, why?
Sucked.
Yeah, could have just fought each other. Simple as that.
They just look like putties getting their asses whipped.
Yeah, that's exactly what
It's
they
like
did.
it's like literally Athena and freaking Statlander were putties harassing civilians in
Yeah,
Angel Grove, and the Power Rangers showed up and beat their ass and left.
exactly.
That's it.
That's exactly what happened. And then our main event was Private Party versus the Lucha Bros. It was
This
okay
was fun.
match.
It was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun. I give them that much. It was fun.
And then what do you give Rampage?
I gotta give it a C plus
I'm going to see.
because I thought the match was fun. It's just it's some of the dark stuff creeping in where it just makes you watch the match with no expectation of anything. Surprised with these other wrestlers. Like I said, I felt in my heart, and it made me sad. Dark Order wasn't gonna win the match, and then the Renegades is like they ain't gonna win that match.
Nope, yep.
And then to have what happened was like what? What?
Yep. All right.
What?
We move on to our podcast we listen to. Always shout out to Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I listened to them. I didn't get to finish the whole cast, but I listened to about
It was
an
a good
hour.
episode this week. It
Yeah,
was a
yeah. I
very
gotta
good
finish it. I've been meaning to finish it.
They
I'll
were
probably
funny.
finish it today.
They were
It
funny.
was funny. It was a really funny cast. Definitely check it out. I did listen to Tamina on Ryan Santin's.
I did not hear this. I
It
need
was
to
a good
listen to
comp.
that one.
It was a
Okay.
good cast. It was sad. She cried a lot. So it
I
was a
mean,
very
listen, if
emotional, sad.
anybody deserves to be able to cry, it's Tamina. That
Yeah,
lady's been through a lot of stuff.
yeah, yeah. She talked about the house that the Rock bought her and all that stuff too. It was cool.
Hmm. That's cool.
Okay, let's go what's new, whatever.
I got to
Um,
hear After the Bell with Liv Morgan. Good episode.
that was a good episode too. I did listen to the After the Bell as well.
Hmm.
Um, did I listen to anything else? No, because usually I'll listen to Renee Parquet when she actually has a wrestler on. I did not listen to
Okay.
what she. I think she did have a wrestler on. I just didn't get to watch it, listen to it.
No problem. No problem.
The real Mystic Piece. Yeah, yes, it was nothing. No wrestler. Yeah, Peter Avalon on Chris Van Vliet. I did
Oh,
not listen
okay.
to it. Um, yeah, there was not much this week. But yeah, those are the ones. I kicked out. I did listen to the RJ City one. With the FTR and I think Hobbs and Ricky Stark. That was actually pretty funny.
That was funny. This week's, they got Matt Hardy. Pretty good.
Yeah, I you know what? I listened to a clip of it. I didn't listen to the whole thing yet.
Hmm.
So
And the one
I'll
with
let.
Adam Cole, I think, was 2 weeks. No, the one with Adam Cole, I think, was 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was really good.
Yeah. So definitely check those out. Get a good listen. There's a lot of good stuff out there, so definitely check it out. And now we have our wrestling retrospect. And today I'm gonna shout out to Minion with the opinion. So he gave me the idea for the next one. I'm gonna do our first tag team, and it's gonna be the Rock and Roll Express.
Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah, cause he was telling me like we talked about it. I was like, I'm thinking of the tag team and stuff like that. He was like, you know what? The Rock and Roll Express, because he just like I had no clue what made them so special because I've never watched any of their stuff. I watched the stuff that we seen like live like recently, and that's not like that's half of what they used to be. So yeah, so I kind of looked, I kind of did some research and just seeing what tag team rivalries they had and things like that. And there's a lot of good stuff, a lot with Midnight Express. So the Midnight Express
Mm-hmm.
and Rocco they go like hand in hand with each other,
Okay.
but most of their big matches is with those guys.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go Rock and Roll Express this week,
All right. Cool stuff.
and yeah, so that'll be our wrestling retrospect this month, and we'll wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Battle Podcast. Be sure to listen to us every week. We are live on YouTube around 11 o'clock. So definitely check it out if you want to listen to us live. If not, by Monday, Tuesday, our podcast will be up. Mostly Monday. Um, So on Spotify. Spotify is the easy way to get it. So listen to that. Listen to It Gets Better podcast, which is also a weekly podcast, and then our monthlies are Shell Shock, the Morphin Cast, the Not a Trekkie, and the Game of Rage podcast. Listen to all those. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, all Mark with the Mic, and follow Red Cyclone Inc.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud and Spotify. And we got a WordPress, so check it out.
Yep, yep. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
He stays on.